afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4 on this Wednesday. Not a great day to be out in the garden, but we're taking questions anyway.
Yes, we are. Later this hour, we'll be taking your calls for Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company. We'll let you know when it's time to call in.
But first, our news today, a wet day across Wisconsin today. Austin is here to tell us what to expect for the rest of the week with our certified most accurate forecast.
Almost 100 students stage a walkout at Madison East High School. They say they're concerned about the school's response to an alleged sexual assault.
And President Biden tries to use his power to clear up the logjam at ports all across the country. Let's take a look outside on this midweek. Here's the Capitol Square in between the rain showers. Leaves are starting to turn, that's for sure.
They really are. They're blowing around today, too. It's a little windy outside.
But the sunshine returns tomorrow. Austin's in the backyard with more on that.
Yeah, a little breezy outside right now. A lot of cloud cover, but a lot of the rain showers also moved through already earlier today. Now what we're looking at outside is just a few raindrops falling from the sky, but still that heavy cloud cover that is going to stick around for some time. 62 degrees right now in Madison, but those winds between around 10 and 20 miles per hour. It is a little bit breezy. Right now behind me, not quite feeling that breeze. I can hear it actually kicking up. So it is one of those days where we are seeing some slightly increased breezes. Doppler track showing some more moisture heading in our direction, but notice how most of the rainfall has already actually made its way through. That's the majority of what we're actually expecting here for today, but we're still looking at a few more chances for some showers and still a possibility of a weaker thunderstorm, although severe storms not really on the table anymore here for this evening. Now our temperatures in those lower to mid 60s, so it really didn't warm up too much outside here for today. But the lower to mid 60s, it still feels pretty good. If we had more sunshine and less wind, it would feel a lot better than what it does actually outside right now. But taking a peek into the winds right now, 20 miles per hour in Janesville, 17 right here in the Madison area. Most of our communities are between around 10 and 20 miles per hour for those breezes. Later on tonight, we are going to see temperatures falling down to the middle 50s after a pretty mild start. You can hear those breezes actually picking up behind me right now. A few more showers and possibility of weaker thunderstorms still in the way, but that's going to be ending by midnight. And then afterwards, we're looking at some sunshine to return for tomorrow. But make sure you stay tuned because we still do have a few more rain chances to talk about in our extended forecast, and I'll have details on that coming up a little bit later on.
All right, we'll see you then. Thank you, Austin. Students at Madison East High School are demanding change after staging a walkout in support of a girl they say was raped by a Madison East student.
Talil Moadine joined students earlier today and joins us now to share their concerns. Talil?
Students say the alleged rape happened over the weekend at a house party, but that school officials were made aware of the incident soon after. Those who organized the protest say they first reached out to their school principal about their concerns, but didn't get a clear response. They claim East Principal Sean Levy didn't share information about what action could be taken against the student and that their concerns weren't taken seriously. At the protest today, they called for the removal of the student involved and the principal of the school.
In the meeting, he said, I know that you feel that there has been a sexual assault. And we were like, we know there has been one. And he was belittling our voices and belittling the stuff we were telling him. And we just won't stand for that anymore.
We reached out to the district in multiple ways today, trying to get a response to both the accusation of rape and the students' concerns about being heard, but we did not get a response. Students say today's protest was not just about demanding action from the school, but also about standing up for the victim and anyone else who's been sexually assaulted in the past. Friends shared that they've been in constant communication with the young woman and say she feels supported by the turnout. Students also said they plan to stage another walkout on Friday where members of the Gender Equity Club and the Black Student Union will lay out what changes they want to see from the school. We also did reach out to the Madison police to see whether they have an open investigation into this, but they could not clarify.
All right, Talil, thank you. Today, the Biden administration took steps to try to unblock the logjam of consumer products that are stuck at U.S. ports.
The shipping bottleneck is leading to rising prices, which threatens the holiday shopping season. The Commerce Department says online purchases surged 39% in the first quarter of this year, driven by the pandemic. Natalie Brand has more from the White House.
With port problems boiling over off the coast of California, President Biden announced new efforts to address the logjam after meeting with industry leaders.
Today, we have some good news. They're going to help speed up the delivery of goods all across America.
The Port of Los Angeles says it will expand to 24/7 operations, and some of the nation's biggest shippers and retailers are committing to expanding their hours too, including UPS, FedEx, and Walmart.
This is an important step to be taking today.
John Drake, the VP of Supply Chain Policy at the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, classifies the current supply chain issues as a crisis.
I think if this issue is not addressed, that the American consumer is going to see price increases across the board. The business community can't simply continue to absorb the types of increases in transportation costs.
The country is also dealing with a truck driver shortage. The Department of Transportation says it's working with states to get trucking licenses out faster.
The increased demand for goods combined with disruptions has increased the cost of goods just ahead of the holiday shopping season.
I don't see this challenge being fully behind us until the end of next year and possibly into 2023.
A new report from the Labor Department shows inflation rose again in September. The Consumer Price Index is now 5.4% higher this year compared to last. Natalie Brandt, CBS News, Washington.
This week, Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen told CBS News she believes prices will eventually return to normal.
And she expects that to happen once the supply chain issues are resolved. Well, a new sign of recovery from the pandemic, the U.S. is preparing to reopen its borders with Canada and Mexico to vaccinated travelers starting next month. The U.S. will allow vaccinated travelers to enter its northern and southern borders for non-essential activities like family visits and tourism.
They are allowing families to be reunited. They're allowing businesses to get back to a sense of normalcy, and they're allowing our local economy to finally fully recover.
A decision from the FDA and CDC on potential boosters from Moderna and J&J expected in the coming days, and the government says is prepared for a rollout. If authorized, younger children could get their shots as soon as next month.
Star Trek's William Shatner has become the oldest person to go into space. It may not have been the USS Enterprise, but at age 90, Shatner went on a real-life space adventure. The actor and 3 others traveled to the edge of space aboard Jeff Bezos's Blue Origin rocket before the capsule parachuted back to Earth. The entire adventure lasted about 10 minutes.
I'm so filled with emotion about what just happened. It's extraordinary.
The trip comes 55 years after Shatner's Captain Kirk first defined star voyaging on television. Shatner's ticket was comped by Blue Origin. He was joined by 2 millionaire businessmen and a Blue Origin executive. They've trained over the last 2 days for this moment, taking the ride in Blue Origin's new Shepard Crew capsule. It may not be William Shatner's final frontier, but it is his next one.
He is excited.
Yeah.
Back in Wisconsin, Governor Tony Evers is announcing funds to prevent violence in the state. The governor announced $45 million to ensure safer communities today in Milwaukee. Under the plan, $25 million will go into violence prevention efforts and $20 million to support victim services in the state.
And while I propose violence prevention grants in the past, time and time again, we've seen the Republican legislators refuse to act. So today's announcement will build on our work with these funds to invest in an equitable economic recovery for our state.
These efforts are funded through the state's American Rescue Plan Act funds.
Wisconsin Republicans brought in rocker and avid hunter Ted Nugent to publicize a package of bills at the state capitol this morning. The bills would declare open hunting season on sandhill cranes and allow anyone age 18 or older to carry concealed firearms without a permit. Nugent appeared today with more than 20 lawmakers inside the assembly chambers. The musician and conservative activist called hunting essential.
Hunting is essential, and any regulation that doesn't deal with safety or science-based wildlife management is an obstacle to participation.
If passed, the bills would have to be signed by Democratic Governor Tony Evers before becoming law. He is likely to veto many of them, including one allowing carrying concealed weapons without a license.
A plea hearing was held today for a 15-year-old Fitchburg boy who's accused of shooting and killing his 11-year-old sister. The teen is facing a tentative charge of homicide by negligent handling of a dangerous weapon. The teen's parents called it an accident. He entered a denial, and there's another hearing scheduled for November 23rd.
A woman accused of stabbing a man to death in Fitchburg had a preliminary hearing in Dane County Court today. Kanaya Quinn stood mute at the stand when arraigned this afternoon. The court entered a not guilty plea on her behalf.
The next large-scale construction project on the UW-Madison campus will now become a reality thanks to a large donation by a pair of alumni. Construction on the Irving and Dorothy Levy Letters and Science Hall is expected to begin in 2023 and should be completed by 2025. It'll be on the corner of South Park and West Johnson Streets. The project is partially funded by a $20 million donation by a pair of brothers, Marv and Jeff Levy. The new building, which will house the history and 9 other departments, will be named in honor of their parents.
When we come back, we're going to Behind the Wheel with Harvey Briggs.
We'll check out the new 2022 Wagoneer, the first new Wagoneer in 30 years. That's when Live at 4 continues.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's Entresto. Entresto has proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto.
About $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
As you remodel, don't toss your cabinets and appliances. Donate to Habitat Restore. Give your items a second life while proceeds build Habitat for Humanity homes. Donate today. Habitat Restore, Dane County.
Important healthcare announcement. If people tell you your TV is too loud, or if listening in some environments has become difficult, we are requesting your participation in a special program called the 30-Day Challenge. Hearing Life Hearing Centers are seeking people with hearing difficulties to evaluate a new digital mini hearing aid now being released. To take part in this event, you must call. Please get a pencil and write down the number below. All people with hearing aids or hearing difficulties are wanted to take part in the 30-Day Challenge, evaluating a new high-tech device that sits discreetly behind your ear. This hearing aid is Bluetooth enabled and is rechargeable. All hearing assessments are performed at no charge for those taking part in the challenge. Participants will try these hearing aids for 30 days. Call the number below and take the Hearing Life 30-Day Challenge.
Fry Construction is celebrating 26 years of providing excellence in home improvements. We strive to exceed the expectations of our clients with each and every project we do. Respected by your neighbors and voted Best of Madison 2 years in a row. Best kitchen and bath design, best roofer. Experience the Best of Madison for yourself and save 26% off gutters or insulation with any full roofing project. Schedule your consultation today at fryconstruction.com.
Allergy sufferers. Bedtime means it's time to take Zysol. Zysol relieves allergies while you sleep, so you wake refreshed. And in a clinical study, after just 1 day, 90% felt powerful 24-hour relief. So, be wise all. Take Zysol at night.
Well, Welcome back. It doesn't look like the prices of goods are going down anytime soon.
The cost of living in the U.S. rose in September. That's according to the Labor Department. The Consumer Price Index rose 0.4% last month, which was more than expected. Prices for food, shelter, new cars, household furnishings, and car insurance all climbed. But not everything is getting more expensive. The price of plane tickets dropped in September.
People who get Social Security are about to see more cash each month. Social Security recipients will see monthly checks jump by 5.9% next year. That means an extra $92 a month and an estimated $1,658 for 2022. But it's not time for a shopping spree. The reason for the hike is because of inflation. The annual adjustments have increased payments by 5%, but expenses have grown by 105% over that same time period.
It appears the Coachella Music Festival's organizers are reversing the event's vaccination requirement. An announcement was posted on the festival's Instagram story saying that a negative COVID test taken within 72 hours of the event can be used instead of proof of vaccination. Organizers say that decision was made after other festivals have shown safety protocols result in low transmission rates. The Coachella Festival is slated to take place in April.
Another major company is issuing a vaccine mandate. Boeing says that its employees must be vaccinated against the coronavirus or their job could be in jeopardy. The plane maker says employees have until December 8th to get their shots. Employees can request exemptions for medical reasons or religious beliefs, but those employees will have to undergo regular testing. It was a mixed day on Wall Street. The Dow Industrials fractionally lower, closing at 34,377. The Nasdaq gained 105 points, the first time it closed in positive territory in 4 sessions. And the S&P 500 added 13.
Well, this is the sweetest story you'll see all day. A 2-year-old boy's birthday dreams came true when a convoy of Jeeps paraded past his house in Wilmington, North Carolina. The mother posted this to the neighborhood Facebook page, asking if any Jeep owners knew of any meetups near her son's birthday in Phoenix. One neighbor whom she had never even met immediately went to an event page. She made one and organized a Jeep parade to come by the little boy's house on his birthday. Look at all the Jeeps that showed up.
That's amazing.
That's a lot of them. Some even made signs and brought him small toy Jeeps as gifts.
Well, he's got his own Jeep there, too.
Exactly.
I love the balloon.
Oh, that is so priceless. And there's a reason this story is special today. It's been 30 years since a Jeep Wagoneer has rolled off the assembly line, and now it's back.
Just don't call it a Jeep anymore, although it is one. Let's go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs. Boy, this is a big thing.
It is big, Mark. How you doing over there?
Very good. A little winded walking around this.
I know. Well,
what are we talking about here?
We're talking about the new Wagoneer, and I'm not going to call it a Jeep because they don't call it a Jeep, even though it is a Jeep. Wagoneer is being launched as a new upmarket line for Jeep, kind of like Cadillac is to Chevy.
Although, if you look closely enough, there are hints of the origins of this beast, and heritage is a good thing when it comes to the Wagoneer. After all, it started the whole SUV craze back in 1963. It was produced through 1991.
The last Wagoneer was, very old school, body-on-frame SUV. Good news, this is as well, but this one is built on the same platform as the Ram 1500 pickup truck, so it's a super capable vehicle.
It's got the truck cred, but how about the luxury part? Let's look inside. There, in what feels like a studio apartment, it's that big, you'll find what seems like acres of leather and all of the latest tech.
And first time ever in any passenger vehicle, you can get Amazon Fire streaming TV in this vehicle, so rear seat passengers can watch Amazon TV from the back seat of the car while you're driving.
This ain't your dad's Jeep.
No, this is not your dad's Jeep. This is not we're going to go into the wilderness and rough it. This is, I'm going to hook the Airstream onto the back and tow it to the glamping area, and we're going to get the champagne glasses out and have a good old time.
So if you went all in on this?
If you go all in on a Grand Wagoneer with everything on it, you can go over $110,000.
Our Our test Wagoneer, a Series 2, which is essentially the base model, with four-wheel drive, starts at $73,000. Our 2.5-ton Beast with options is $83,000 large. But the Wagoneer is competing with the Navigator and the Escalade, and that's what these vehicles cost.
You've got this giant sunroof up above you here, even sunroof above the third row in this vehicle.
And you can fit in the third row.
I can fit in the third row, and I could even show you that if you want at some point.
I think we should see that. Sure enough headroom, leg room, shoulder room, and a sunroof. Plus, there's room behind the third row. How's your back after that?
No problem.
And there's room behind the seat.
There is room behind the seat. You just press that button. You have, again, plenty of room back here for, weekend luggage, things like that.
From the back to the front, what's under the hood? A 5.7-liter V8 coupled with an e-torque 48-volt motor.
So this replaces a generator and a number of other things, and it drives both the 48-volt electric system for the air suspension, but then for the engine, it works as the starter generator.
Also under the hood, proof of heritage. Designed in Auburn Hills, Michigan, built in Warren, Michigan, born in America.
That's right. This is
America.
All-American large SUV. And, what do Americans like more than their SUVs? The biggest SUV you can buy.
And it's a Wagoneer.
It's
not a Jeep.
It's not a Jeep. It's a Wagoneer.
And it's big. Harvey joins us now from Road America in Elkhart Lake at the Midwest Automobile Journalist Meeting. Harvey, good to see you.
Hi, Harvey.
Good to see you guys. And I am behind the wheel of the Jeep Grand Wagoneer. So you remember that $113,000 Jeep we talked about?
Mm-hmm.
This is it.
Wow. We didn't talk about the mileage at all. We should talk about it's not a friendly
wanted to talk about the mileage. This one, the Grand Wagoneer with the 6.4-liter engine, you're getting about 13 miles per gallon around town, 18 on the highway. The Wagoneer with the 5.7, you're getting 15 and 19, I think. You don't buy this if you care about gas mileage. Your best friend will be the local fuel pump.
I can't get over the size. I can't imagine driving that.
It wouldn't fit in my garage.
Yeah. How do you park it?
What's really interesting is it drives smaller than you think. It's a big vehicle, but you don't feel like it's huge and unwieldy. I've driven vehicles this size that just feel more cumbersome than this.
Is there going to be a wooden version?
Yeah, I haven't heard. You try to press them on that stuff, and they say, well, we don't talk about future product at events like this. But, I'd love to see a woody version of the Wagoneer like the old one.
Well, swing by. You can pick up the whole newsroom. And we'll go for a drive.
All right, Harvey.
Awesome.
Good to see you. Take care.
Good to see you guys.
Good to see you, Harvey. Thanks.
Well, more and more breast cancer patients are being diagnosed at younger ages.
We'll look into why that's happening coming up after Austin's First Warn forecast.
Your eyes, beautiful on the outside. But if you have diabetes, there can be some not so pretty stuff going on the inside. It's true. If you have diabetes, you know high blood sugar is the root of the problem. But that excess sugar can cause the blood vessels to be seriously damaged. And when that happens, this could happen: vision loss or even blindness. That's right. Diabetic retinopathy is a leading cause of blindness for adults in the U.S. But even though you can't see it, there is something you can do about it. Remember this: now is the time to get your eyes checked. Eye care is an incredibly important part of your long-term diabetes management. See a path forward with actions and treatments that may help your eyes and protect against vision loss. Just say to yourself, "Now I see." Then go see an eye care specialist. Visit nowic.com to get the facts about diabetes, your eyes, and what you can do next to take control of your sight. Brought to you by Regeneron.
Welcome to the lifestyles of the smart and savvy. Today, the Coopers are a cost-conscious couple. But back in the day, not so much. now, saving is more their style, which is why they chose Consumer Cellular. They get the same premium coverage as the nation's leading carriers for half the cost. Imagine talk, text, and data starting at $20 a month. And award-winning customer service. Switch to Consumer Cellular today and get $100.
Have you seen those small
careful with
Sorry, Missy.
Excuse me, could we...
Excuse me, I was wondering, could we... Bedroom.
Finding the right person for the job isn't always easy. But when you have an insurance question, you can always count on your local Geico agent. They can give you personalized advice and could help you save hundreds.
Who wants some dress shirts?
For expert help with all your insurance needs, get to know your local Geico agent today.
Nothing beats a great night's sleep on a new mattress from Steinhoffels. Right now, get a $25 Panera gift card when you test rest a Tempur-Pedic mattress in any of our stores. Plus, get $300 in Steinhoffels cash with any Queen Tempur-Pedic mattress purchase. And sleep up to 8 degrees cooler on the Tempur-Breeze mattress. Queens start at $42.99. And get $300 in Steinhoffels cash, plus free delivery. Only at Steinhoffels and Steinhoffels.com.
Guys, do you suffer from erectile dysfunction? Now there's great news. Peak Performance for Men will help you regain your performance and confidence naturally. Peak Performance for Men uses an advanced form of acoustic wave therapy, clinically shown to open up and regrow blood vessels, restoring normal and natural functionability where it counts most. There are no needles, no surgery, and best of all, no pain. Call now and receive an ultrasound, your initial consultation, all for free, and over $300 value. Call Peak Performance for Men today.
Take a look at this. We cannot resist controlled implosion video here on Live at Home.
do.
So much for these cooling towers at a retired UK power station. UK-based DSM Demolition shared impressive video of the operation that leveled the nearly 300-foot structures that were the last of 8 inoperative cooling towers at the retired power station in North Yorkshire. The demolition is part of a plan to redevelop the site. Blowing things up.
It's just fascinating. It's like fascinating engineering, isn't it?
It really is, and that's the result.
Do you need an excuse to satisfy your sweet tooth before Halloween? Well, now you have one. Today is National M&M's Day.
Some fun facts. Production of the candy began in 1941 at a New Jersey factory. The slogan, melts in your mouth, not in your hands, was created in 1949. And they're easy to eat in space. Yep. In fact, they're reportedly the most eaten chocolate by astronauts while in space.
I guess that's understandable. That's kind of cool if you can catch them. Yeah, let's see. What do we have here?
We have peanuts, peanut butter, and
regular.
This is share size.
Yeah. I don't blame you.
It's like election day. We always have peanuts,
exactly.
M&Ms for election day.
Exactly. Which one do you want, Austin?
Oh, you know, I'll take any of those. I like the M&M caramel ones, though. I think those actually taste
Well, we don't have those.
Well, yeah, no, for sure.
All right.
Oh, man.
Sunshine tomorrow. We need it.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, it's going to stay pretty nice in terms of our temperatures. We are going to see that sunshine returning here for tomorrow as well. So make sure you stay tuned. I'll have a look at your extended forecast right after the break.
When you've been injured, you need a winning team on your side. Gruber Law Offices will fight for the results you deserve. Call Gruber Law Offices today, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
To be a thriver with metastatic breast cancer means asking for what we want and need. And we need more time. So we want Kisqali. Living longer is possible and proven with Kisqali when taken with fulvestrant in postmenopausal women with HR-positive, HER2-negative metastatic breast cancer. Kisqali is a pill that's significantly more effective at delaying disease progression versus fulvestrant alone. Kisqali can cause lung problems or an abnormal heartbeat, which can lead to death. It can cause serious skin reactions, liver problems, and low white blood cell counts that may result in severe infections. Tell your doctor right away if you have new or worsening symptoms, including breathing problems, cough, chest pain, a change in your heartbeat, dizziness, yellowing of the skin or eyes, dark urine, tiredness, loss of appetite, abdomen pain, bleeding, bruising, fever, chills, or other symptoms of an infection, a severe or worsening rash, are or plan to become pregnant or breastfeeding. Avoid grapefruit during treatment. Ask your doctor about living longer with Kisqali.
Why settle for any Medicare plan when you can choose 5-star Medicare Advantage HMO plans exclusively from Quartz? Starting as low as $0 per month, including medical, hospital, and prescriptions, and dental, vision, and hearing aid benefits. Learn more by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today. Quartz offers the region's top-rated Medicare Advantage plans, and they're now even more exciting. New for 2022, the Quartz Cash Card gives you the freedom to spend up to $460 annually on a variety of health-related products and services. And Quartz gives you access to an all-star team of high-quality providers featuring UW Health, giving you the 5-star treatment you deserve. Because at Quartz, you're the star of our 5-star Medicare Advantage plans. Learn more now by requesting your free Medicare Advantage plan comparison guide from Quartz today.
No two accidents are the same, so don't let the insurance company treat you just like another number. Call Gruber Law Offices today. We'll give you the attention you need. We've helped tens of thousands of people get the money they deserve. One call, that's all.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Now, this morning wasn't too pretty with all the rain that we saw here earlier today. If you had to work later in the afternoon, it was actually a pretty nice morning to sit at home and sleep in a little bit longer. Otherwise, a lot of cloud cover here today. I know most people woke up to a lot of rain, and it wasn't a great start to the day, but now it's looking at least a little bit better. We're generally staying dry with just a few showers here and there, but a few more showers are going to be possible for tonight. We are going to see plenty of sunshine returning here for tomorrow, but the temperatures, well, we're only looking at highs in the 50s and 60s over this next week, so things are continuing to cool down. Current Doppler track showing just a few more of these showers here. Even in Dane County, we are starting to see a few more of those very light showers as of right now, but we're not expecting strong to severe thunderstorms. There still may be 1 or 2 thunderstorms here and there, but they shouldn't be strong to severe. Now you take a step back, more rain here, especially up to our northwest, but a lot of this is actually moving out of our area. Now what's going to happen here a little bit later on tonight? We are going to see a few more showers making their way through, especially in the evening and early nighttime hours. After around midnight, a lot of those showers are going to exit the area. We'll likely start out tomorrow morning with quite a bit of some cloud cover, but then towards the afternoon, a lot of that's going to quickly race away. So that leaves us with a beautiful Thursday afternoon, high temperatures in those upper 60s, a possibility of some low 70s, but it does look like a lot of us are going to get trapped in those upper 60s. But with sunshine, it's still going to feel pretty excellent outside here for tomorrow. And some more rain showers do look to move through the area here, especially on Friday. A lot of these models show some morning showers, but towards the afternoon, a lot of these look to be exiting our area again. So I don't think we're going to see as much rain on Friday as what we saw here earlier today, but you still may need to dodge a few showers here and there. Rain chances over these next 10 days. You can see how it really pops up again on Friday, but then afterwards, we do calm that down for a little bit. Now we have introduced a few more chances for some showers towards the end of this forecast, that Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. But right now, those are only chances for showers, and we're only looking at about a 20-30% chance. By the time we reach tomorrow, those models could flip-flop right back, and we could be looking at some dry conditions. But now our 6 to 10-day precipitation outlook still does show that the end of the forecast is going to be a little bit drier than average. In fact, most of the country is going to be a little bit drier than average, but most of the country also looking at slightly warmer than average temperatures. But I did mention how these temperatures are only expected to reach those upper 50s and low 60s. That's still accurate, but unfortunately, that's exactly where we should be here for this time of the year. Temperatures right now at 62 degrees. Average high temperature today, well, it's 61 degrees. So we really have cooled things down, along with the averages as well. And even towards the end of this forecast, we're still looking at those lower 60s, but the average temperature continues to fall. So even these temps are a little bit above average by the time we actually make it there. So not too many rain chances to dodge, but we're still going to see some sunshine and those cooler temperatures. That's the main driving point of this forecast.
Well, it's where they should be.
Right. It's right where they should be. That's exactly right. It's been too warm. It has been.
It has been too warm. Looking forward to fall.
Yeah.
All right, Austin, thank you. Well, today we're looking into a concerning trend involving the number of young women being diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer.
Dr. Tara Narula spoke with a 30-year-old, Paige Stables, who was diagnosed with stage 4 breast cancer in April.
Stables is a beauty editor for Allure magazine and wrote about living with the diagnosis in this month's issue.
The thought of stage 4 breast cancer in your 20s or 30s seems unimaginable until it happens. Truly, in a moment, my worst nightmare became my reality. I was 26 years old. I was doing a self-exam and I found a lump in my right breast, and within a month I underwent a bilateral mastectomy. This past March, I celebrated being 3 years cancer-free, and then around that same time I started to feel a pain in my hip.
When they told you it had metastasized to your hip, what became your concerns at that point for the future?
Your whole world just stops, and it's a completely different conversation when you find out you have breast cancer, and that alone is life-changing and challenging. But when you find out that it's stage 4, it is so different. I would be lying if I said it's easy. I've always said that positivity is my shield.
In the article that you wrote, you used the word thrivers. Why thrivers?
We are thrivers because we are going to be living with this the rest of our life. And an oncologist told me that it's almost like a chapter book, and hopefully these are going to be really, really long chapters in terms of right now I'm doing a certain treatment, and hopefully that chapter will continue for a really long time. And if we need to turn the page and do another treatment, then we can do that. But I am not looking ahead to that ending anytime soon.
Tell me a little bit about the advice that your doctor gave you.
She said 2 simple words: celebrate life. And since that moment, that's what I've done. It's big celebrations and small celebrations and just really living my life to the fullest.
I'm Dr. Tara Narula, CBS News, New York.
Celebrate life.
A lot of inspiration in that.
Really
I love what she said. Positivity is her shield. It makes a big difference, your attitude.
Does. Well, up next at 4, the story of kid power and how an Australian school is using it to fight climate change.
And then coming up next hour at 5, our Naomi Coles tells us about an officer-involved shooting this weekend with a few confusing holes in the story. We'll have that coming up tonight at 5.
A nursing home promises to care for our parents as cherished loved ones. But if your parents have been injured in a nursing home, we can help. Habish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Dry eye symptoms keep driving you crazy? Inflammation in your eye might be to blame.
Let's kick Ken's ache and burn into gear.
Over-the-counter eye drops typically work by lubricating your eyes and may provide temporary relief.
Those drops will probably pass right by me.
Xiidra works differently, targeting inflammation that can cause dry eye disease.
What is that? Xiidra! No!
It can provide lasting relief. Xiidra is the only FDA-approved non-steroid treatment specifically for the signs and symptoms of dry eye disease. 1 drop in each eye twice a day. Don't use if you're allergic to Xiidra. Common side effects include eye irritation, discomfort, or blurred vision when applied to the eye, and unusual taste sensation. Don't touch container tip to your eye or any surface. After using Xiidra, wait 15 minutes before reinserting contacts.
Got any room in your eye?
Be proactive about managing your symptoms by talking to your doctor about twice daily Xiidra like I did.
I prefer you didn't.
Xiidra. Not today, dry eye.
I've seen this movie before.
You have?
Sure. This is the part where all is lost and the hero searches for hope. Then a mysterious figure reminds her that she has the Farmer's Home Policy Perk guaranteed replacement cost, and that her home will be rebuilt regardless of her limits or if the cost of materials has gone up.
That's
That's really something.
Get a whole lot of something with Farmers Policy Perks. Wait, I didn't ruin the ending, did I?
Yeah, you did.
We are farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
In America, the future belongs to everyone. So we built the SUV of the future for everyone. Ford Explorer, America's best-selling SUV, with available seating for up to 7 passengers. An available terrain management system. Because the SUV of the future isn't built for a few. It's built for America. Ford Explorer. Drive one today. Now lease an Explorer XLT for just $389 a month, only at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
What does it mean to fight for what's right? To us, it means helping accident victims get their lives back to normal again. Habish, Habish, and Rotier. We fight for what's right.
Tonight at 5, the COVID-19 vaccine will soon be available for children under 12. We have the answers to many of your questions.
Scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms will end by around midnight. Sunshine and mild weather returns for tomorrow, followed by cooler weather and a few showers Friday. My forecast at 5.
Then at 6, we are following up on the Madison officer shot last weekend, but there's one question still unanswered. Who pulled the trigger? We're looking for those answers tonight on News 3 Now at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now at 4. Winner of the National Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence in Television.
Well, in a world where adults make the decisions, a new effort to help save the environment is giving kids the power to shape their own futures.
Ian Lee has the story from London.
These kids are doing more than just burning off some energy. They're creating it.
This little school in the Huon Valley is actually doing amazing things.
At this Australian high school, the price of power is translated into a tasty treat. It takes about 600 watts to cook a donut. That's around a 20-minute ride on these energy bikes.
I realized how important saving energy is and how important the world is.
And it's more than just frying up some donuts. By going green with energy-saving solutions, the school is saving green about $30,000 on their energy bill over the past 5 years.
I bring the technological know-how of electricity and also my love of the kids learning.
Michael Fewings powers his home with solar and a home-built hydroelectric system.
I don't think we even touch the surface of kids' understanding about what the future is in regards to, climate change and renewables and how that's all going to drive a much better future for us all.
By showing the students how, he's empowering the next generation.
It's definitely helped me feel like I'm doing something, I'm making a change.
For these kids, learning about renewable energy never tasted so good. Ian Lee, CBS News.
Good for them.
What a fun project.
Yeah, it really
that might be
is.
something you could copy here locally. Neat
absolutely.
idea. Well, we're taking your plant and garden questions today.
Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is out on the patio waiting to talk to you. Call now, 270-9933. There's Lisa. We'll take your calls when we come back.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
I'm not getting through the pandemic just to end up with the flu.
I asked for Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent. It's the #1 used flu vaccine for people 65 and older.
Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent is the only vaccine approved by the FDA for superior flu protection in adults 65 plus.
I'm not letting my guard down.
Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent isn't for people who've had a severe allergic reaction to any flu vaccine or vaccine component, including eggs or egg products. Tell your healthcare professional if you've ever experienced severe muscle weakness after receiving a flu shot. People with weakened immune systems, including those receiving therapies that suppress the immune system, may experience lower immune responses. Vaccination may not protect everyone. Side effects include pain, redness and/or swelling where you got the shot, muscle ache, headache, and general discomfort. Other side effects may occur.
All flu shots are not the same. I raised my game with Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent.
Ask your doctor or pharmacist for Fluzone High-Dose Quadrivalent.
The house before you, over 30 years old, still has its original window. It's bone.
Folks,
folks, there's no need to be afraid of old windows. Just call Feldco for 50% off.
Right now at Feldco, get 50% off windows. Plus, no interest for 1 year.
50% off windows ends soon. Call now.
For quality windows, siding, and doors, call 866 for Feldco.
Your heart is at the heart of everything you do. And if you have heart failure, there's a medicine specifically made for heart failure, Entresto. It's a heart failure medicine prescribed by most cardiologists. Entresto is proven superior at helping people stay alive and out of the hospital. Heart failure can change the structure of your heart, so it may not work as well. Entresto helps improve your heart's ability to pump blood to the body. And with a healthier heart, there's no telling where life may take you. Don't take Entresto if pregnant. It can cause harm or death to an unborn baby. Don't take Entresto with an ACE inhibitor or aliskiren, or if you've had angioedema with an ACE or ARB. The most serious side effects are angioedema, low blood pressure, kidney problems, or high blood potassium. Ask your doctor about Entresto for heart failure, and trust your heart to Entresto.
At Harker Heating and Cooling, you can save a whole bunch of money when you buy a furnace. You know what's even better? Saving even more money when you purchase a furnace and an air conditioner at the same time.
Harker Heating and Cooling.
Hi there and welcome back. Look at traffic right now, and right along the Beltline, it's actually not as slow as what we normally see here for this time of the day, whether that's more people working from home with all the rain that we saw or just more people not actively on the roads as of right now. Traffic actually looking very nice so far here in the Madison area. Quick peek at Janesville, and it's very green there as well, so we're looking good to go in terms of traffic right now.
All right, Austin, thank you. Well, Halloween is just under 3 weeks away, and that means it's Fish-O-Treat at the Sea Life in San Antonio. The aquarium, along with Legoland Discovery Center, have set up a scavenger hunt for families with pumpkins underwater. Scuba divers began carving the pumpkins today while the sea creatures swam overhead. The pumpkins are a treat for the fish, and they'll be able to feed on them throughout the month.
That's a good idea.
That's really cool. Yeah.
Well, Lisa Briggs from the Bruce Company is out on the patio.
If you have a plant or garden question, today is a great day to call in. There's several lines open at 270-9933. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Lisa.
How are you guys?
Good. We were waiting for some calls because we didn't have the number on the screen. There it is, 270-9933. What should we be doing outside right now?
What should you be doing outside right now? You should be finishing up any cleanup. I think that it's getting close to the time when you should be done doing any planting. Certainly, you could put on like a fall fertilizer or overseed, and you could plant bulbs for next spring.
Like which ones?
Like tulips and daffs, all that spring blooming stuff that everybody asks about in May. Now is when you plant that stuff.
You know, I take the dogs for a walk, and I see a lot of people with their cuttings already on the curb, like, you know, the hostas and things.
Yeah, you can do all that cleaning up now. I think I'm going to be doing some of that this weekend myself.
All right, we are...
Okay, the phones are ringing.
Awesome.
We're just waiting for a call to get cleared.
So do you do anything with the lawn right now?
Yeah, you can overseed if you've got bare patches. As the air cools but the ground is still warm, that's a really good time for germinating, especially now that we've gotten some rain. You can certainly put down like a fall fertilizer. Doing that sort of strengthens your grass going into winter and helps to prevent some of the winter fungal diseases that show up in the early spring.
Okay.
It is super breezy out here.
Yeah, it is.
All right, let's go to the phones. We'll start with Morgan in Lodi. Hi, Morgan. What's your question?
My wife and I got bombarded with white flies this year on plants and things around the yard. Is there anything we can do now to treat for next year so that they don't come back or we just got killed?
Not really, because white flies are an annual bug. If you have house plants that you've had outside that you want to bring inside, I would certainly treat those over the next couple days. We're going to get some cool temps, and you can use insecticidal soap, or you can use a systemic insecticide. You want to treat those problems before you bring those plants inside. But as far as outside is concerned, there's nothing preventative. You just need to watch for it in the spring. And when you see it, those pests are pretty easy to deal with once you see them. You might want to invest in like some ladybugs or some other predatory insects. That would be a good way to do it as well.
Okay, let's go to Dave in Madison. Hi, Dave. What's your question?
Yes, I'd like to divide my rhubarb plants and give one to my daughter, and I was wondering what's the best time of the year to do that?
You'll want to do that in the early spring, Dave. So as soon as the ground starts to thaw and warm up a little bit, and you can get your shovel in and you see the rhubarb start to come up, you can take it and split it at that point.
Okay, thanks very much.
You're welcome.
All right, and make sure it's in the sun, right?
Yes, rhubarb love full sun and good drainage.
All right, we are still kind of slow on our calls being cleared here today. Here we go. Let's go to Colleen in Spring Green. Hi, Colleen. What's your question?
Hello.
Hi, go ahead.
I have this wonderful plant. It's dark green. The leaves look sort of greeny plastic, and it blooms when it wants to. It hasn't bloomed in a couple of years, but it shoots groups of hot pink plastic tiny flowers that look velvet on the inside. I would really love to know what this plant is.
Wow. Well, when you're describing the leaves, it could be several things, but hot pink flowers and velvety on the inside doesn't bring something immediately to mind, Colleen. But if you take some photos of the foliage and send them to our plant desk, that's plantdesk@brucecompany.com, maybe we can ID it from the leaves and then let you know what it is.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay, plant desk.
@brucecompany.com.
All right.
All right. Thank you for calling. Let's go to Pat in Portage. Hi, Pat. What's your question?
Yes, I have an orchid that my daughter gave me, and it's beginning to put off some little green sprouts, kind of little tube-like sprouts. And I was wondering, is that new stems for the flowers to come onto, and should I get those pinned back on a post like they were when I got the plant?
Probably not. So if they're sort of thick and kind of look like they're meandering, those are probably aerial roots. And those would be coming from below where the last flower spike was. New flower spikes will come up higher, and you'll see like a little nub, right, like underneath a leaf, and then that will come, but it will be like a very slender stem. But if it's kind of lumpy and sort of meandering, then it's a rootlet.
Oh, okay. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
All right, let's go to Bob in Janesville. Hi, Bob. What's your question?
Yeah, I got a question about my lawn. The creeping Charlie. Is this a good time to apply? I got a product called T-Zone.
Okay, so I lost that, Rob.
He's got a creeping Charlie problem. Can you treat it now?
A creeping Charlie, yes. As the plants are going dormant, is now a good time. You'll want to use not Roundup, but Weed Beater Ultra is good for cooler weather.
Okay, we're out of time. Thank you all for calling in. Lisa, thank you for your time.
Thanks, Lisa. Good to see you.
We'll have a final check of your forecast coming up.
This is Ford Truck Month. Time to take a ride in the all-new 2021 Ford F-150 with an available 12-inch touchscreen, an available interior work surface, and for powerful performance on demand, a class-exclusive available Pro-Power onboard mobile generator. These are America's best-selling trucks. This is Ford Truck Month. Inventory levels are coming back up, making Truck Month the time to get an F-150 with 0 for 72 and 1,000 retail order bonus.
Advanced non-small cell lung cancer can change everything, but your first treatment could be a chemo-free combination of 2 immunotherapies that works differently. It could mean a chance to live longer. Opdivo plus Yervoy for adults newly diagnosed with non-small cell lung cancer that is spread, tests positive for PD-L1, and does not have an abnormal EGFR or ALK gene. It's the only FDA-approved combination of 2 immunotherapies. Opdivo plus Yervoy equals a chance for more time together, more family time, more quiet time, Opdivo and Yervoy can cause your immune system to harm healthy parts of your body during and after treatment. These problems can be severe and lead to death. See your doctor right away if you have a cough, chest pain, shortness of breath, irregular heartbeat, diarrhea, constipation, severe stomach pain, nausea or vomiting, dizziness, fainting, eye problems, extreme tiredness, change in appetite, thirst or urine, rash, itching, confusion, memory problems, muscle pain or weakness, joint pain, flushing or fever. These are not all the possible side effects. Problems can occur together and more often when Opdivo is used with Yervoy. Tell your doctor about all medical conditions, including immune or nervous system problems, if you've had or plan to have an organ or stem cell transplant or received chest radiation. Here's to a chance to live longer. Ask your doctor about chemo-free Opdivo plus Yervoy. Thank you to all those in our clinical trials.
Madison High School students walk out of class today. We'll tell you why and what they hope to change. And the COVID-19 vaccine will soon be available for children under 12. We have answers to your many questions coming up tonight on News 3 Now at 5.
The Gabby Petito case has held our nation's attention for weeks. But what about those who've gone missing right here in Wisconsin? Eric Franke digs into the News 3 Now archives to shine new light on one high-profile disappearance. Thursday on News 3 Now at 6.
Sunshine returns tomorrow and for the weekend, but we may have to dodge a few AM showers here on Friday. Temperatures also only reach the 50s and 60s. Make sure you stay tuned. We'll be right back after this.
Tomorrow here on Live at 4, it started as an April Fool's Day Facebook joke.
But now Culver's restaurants are selling the Curder Burger for one day only, Friday, National Cheese Curd Day. We'll take you behind the scenes tomorrow.
It's our biggest sale of the year.
And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale.
And help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
What makes new Salon Pass Arthritis Gel so good for arthritis pain? Salon Pass contains the most prescribed topical pain relief ingredient. It's clinically proven, reduces inflammation, and comes in original prescription strength. Salon Pass, it's good medicine.
About $100 off a complete pair, frame and lenses. Wisconsin Vision. See more life.
Stanley Steamer loves Madison, Wisconsin. I'm Paul Ashik, local owner of Stanley Steamer here in Madison. We've been proudly cleaning your homes and businesses for over 30 years and will continue to keep your carpet, upholstery, area rugs, hard floors, and air ducts clean for many more. We strive to provide the best quality in both the services we provide and the equipment we use. That's why you've trusted us to keep Madison and southwestern Wisconsin homes cleaner, healthier, and more beautiful place to live. Call and book a cleaning today.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
It's time to find your next Chevy truck and forge ahead. Take on new challenges and take it to the next level. It's the perfect time to do more in your next Chevy. Find new possibilities, find new roads. Eligible customers get great offers from GM Financial Plus. No monthly payments for 120 days on all 2021 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab pickups and get $1,500 cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
Had enough? No. Arthritis. Here, new Aspercream arthritis.
Huh. Full prescription strength. Reduces inflammation. Thank the gods.
Don't thank them too soon.
Kick pain in the Aspercream.
It's our biggest sale of the year.
And you can save big
on quality home furnishings throughout the showroom.
Join us for our anniversary sale.
And help us celebrate.
Over 25 years at Wanakee Furniture, ETC.
In today's Final Touch, a new bald eagle camera has been installed in South Miami, and it provides an intimate look into the lives of a pair of bonded bald eagles.
Wildlife Rescue of Dade County installed a custom-made platform for the pair to use as a base nest. The pair started building a nest, and the folks at the Zoo Miami decided to add a little commentary to the home building project. Take a listen.
Honey,
Look at this amazing piece of wood I found.
You mean this log?
It is not. It's a perfect piece of furniture for the nest. This is
enormous. Oh, no.
Honey,
This
what are
is
you
going
doing?
out. This is not staying in the nest.
Are you kidding me? Honey, I flew over a mile with this thing.
Who's laying the eggs in this nest, me or you?
Really? I thought this is halfsies. I think we're both working for the same thing here. I'm entitled to a piece of furniture here myself.
No.
Yes, but you know what? Forget it. I'm just going to put it on my side of the nest. How about that?
Fine, whatever. I'll throw it out tomorrow.
You can go to Zoo Miami's website to watch the camera without the commentary. Very clever, folks.
Very creative.
We'll see you back here again tomorrow. News 3 Now at 5 starts right now.